What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a special edition of the 3-T series where I'm attempting to play through and show you guys all the awesome courses on GSPro. As you can tell here by the start screen on hole number 1, we have a really cool, unique course. For today's video, we are going through Chambers Bay. I believe this is the remastered version. I believe Mashie already had this out and then he updated it, if I'm not mistaken. But this course is Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington, designed by the one and only Mashie. Friend of the channel, awesome dude. Mashie was actually my first ever person I played online with, believe it or not, a few months ago. He got me into using online play, Discord. He was kind enough to spend some time with me to be able to figure out Discord and getting camera and audio and all that stuff into my OBS so I was able to stream it. So awesome dude. Mashie is a great guy and a great designer on top of it. But as you can see here, super unique opening shot here for the option to toggle tournament mode. So I believe this is only the second ever course I've ever seen do this. I know TechBud for the remastered version of Georgia Golf Club, he included this, and I believe Mashie must have either talked to him or figured out how to do it on his own. But really cool. So basically it says tournament mode, which you can toggle on or off. It says tournament mode enables grandstands, camera wells, and tournament sounds. So to me, we're going to do this course as much justice as we can and play it as straight up as we can. But if you just see, if we pan, can we pan? I'm trying to see, like, Georgia Golf Club, there were like chairs and whatnot. I'm playing one box up from the tips. So I'm wondering if there's anything that if I toggle this on or off that we can catch out of the corner of the screen. All right, so there's maybe a good option. There's the camera tower right there. So obviously, as you would imagine, you toggle this on or off and it removes assets and adds assets. There were some grandstands over here as well. If I pan this way, I know my camera's on the left, but there was grandstands that popped up over there. You see over here, there's some grandstands. Really cool. We're going to leave it on tournament mode. We're going to close this out. I'm going to press A. I don't know if I did my regular spiel, but 3-T series, trying to showcase all the awesome courses and play through eventually all the courses on GSPro, by as the name implies, playing 3 holes per course, 1, 9, and 18. Doing the course recommended settings here, which are kind of daunting. I played my scramble event with Big Dog earlier. I just did one video before, so we're getting up there. It's kind of late in the night, and got a lot of holes under my belt at this point today, so probably won't have my best stuff, but I wanted to, like I said, do this course justice and play it on tournament mode. And I always do the course recommended settings. So for this one, we're doing links fairways, links greens. That's not going to be super fun. 10 stimps. I moved one box up from the tip, so we're playing the blue tees at 7,082 yards. Thursday pins, course elevation at only 26 feet. 8-foot gimmies. I turned that on to make it a little bit easier. I'm doing the auto aim as well. And breezy for the wind. Like I said, trying to play the course as it was designed by Mashie. So let's take a look at this. Awesome already on the first hole how this looks on the opening tee shot, but the rough looks really good. I can tell the shading and all the fairway, the rough, deep rough there with the longer grass looks awesome. But let's hit the flyover. First hole, par 4, 460 yards, down 8. Get my mouse out of the way. Wow, look at this course with this long dune type of grass. Almost reminds me a little bit. We got sailboats out there in the ocean. Almost, I know it's different, but almost gives me some Tobacco Road type of vibes. Grandstands look really cool. I love the options for these guys that are able to do the tournament mode. Adds a little bit of extra flair to the course. These guys are absolute wizards. I don't know how they do what they do, make the courses look as good as they do in the first place, but then to add this extra stuff on top is pretty crazy. But let's see if we can go hopefully even par through these 3 holes. We got the wind into us, pushing it right. So we'll go here. Hopefully it draws. And links fairway, if I can get it on the short stuff, it should run out. And then we'll have to adjust here going into the greens. But let's see. Driver's been kind of plaguing me today. Oh, that's way left. Okay, deep rough. Not exactly the short stuff. Nice 154, 205 raw carry. Duck hook left, 1,000 backspin. 226 on that one. Not exactly the run out we were looking for. Stopped it dead in its tracks here in the deep rough, but we got 235. Luckily, we're on an upslope. This is going to play an extra 20% out of here. So basically, 235 playing 275. It's going to add 40 yards, but I'm just going to try to hit as good as I can a 3-wood. There's no shot it gets there, but hopefully we clear this hill. We are on a little bit of an upslope and try to run it up, and we're slightly into the wind too. It's pushing it kind of from like 11 o'clock to like 5 o'clock to make things even worse, but here we go. Healy. That's not going to be great. That needs to run a lot. Big bounce. I can hear some sound effects in the background. Gonna try to get a par the hard way here. Gotta put this inside the inner circle to get a par. 68 yards into the wind. Probably play this about the links greens rather. So this is gonna bounce. It's gonna have to run up. The left slope will be fine. The wind will neutralize that. Probably going to land this about 10 yards short. So we're probably looking for about 60 and then the wind, maybe 62, 63. Oh, I sliced it. Club face was wide open. I hit it 63. It was actually a decent distance. It was just that face was wide open when I hit that. 9 spin axis, 13 side spin on a 56 degree is not ideal. But we do have a look for par. We'll see if we can get this to go. 10 stimp. I have the auto aim turned on, like I said, so at least that'll eliminate that. So just try to get a good HLA putt here and possibly scrape out a par. Hold it a touch. But we got it to go. That's actually a pretty good par save for those shots. Terrible tee shot, terrible 3-wood, pretty bad 56 that ended up working out, and a good putt. We will take it. Even through one, second hole, 9th hole, par 3, 197 way downhill, 30 yards, 29 downhill. This is a crazy course and a crazy hole. Bunkers look really good, grandstands. This is a cool hole. Don't love that pin location. Front right pin location on these links greens is going to take a massive hop, but Matchy did such a good job on this. He's I think probably my favorite course that he's done is Sanctuary. Some of these elevation changes kind of remind me of that, but Matchy is a top-notch designer. This is wild. What's the wind doing? Into the wind. So we'll go here. We'll call it 170. And then an extra probably 10%. So we're up to like almost 190. I'm going to go 6-iron. It's possible if I hit it good, it flies there and it's going to take a massive bounce, but I don't think I can get 7 there. And the way that looked with all these bunkers, I don't really want to be short. So we'll see what happens with the 6. I most likely won't hit this very great, so it could work out. That felt and sounded really weird. Club face was open again, came a little bit across it, and we're in the deep rough once again. That was probably actually a decent club, just way right. All right, 30 yards out of the deep rough, up 10, so we'll call it 33, and then 20% is going to be another 6, so we're up to like 40. We're on an upslope, which is good. It's going to come out left. What's this green doing? Based how I hit that last wedge, we'll leave the left. I may slice this with a wedge, which is hard to do, but really, I mean, this pin location is tough. It's going to take a massive bounce, but I don't know, 35 yards maybe? $41, that's got to sit. 35 probably would have been pretty good. I don't know if that would have cleared the bunker or not, but that was decent enough from there. We do have another par putt. I don't know if this one, we're going to be quite as lucky to get this to go. But, man, this is a challenging hole. 21, almost 22. Basically 22 playing 17. I don't understand. That one I know I didn't get it there. This happened last time too. Like I pulled that 0.2. I get with the break, if you don't hit it fast enough, it breaks more. But for me to have that miss that far, cool sound effects. To have that miss that far right, I almost wonder if like the auto aim is messed up. Like I had the same thing where I hit a couple putts before on the video I just did. It was a little bit long and it would still miss. You guys can probably hear some of that. We got some really loud horns. Is that crowd noise or is that cars or trains going by? That's really cool. I don't know. Anyway, how that missed that far to the right, I don't know. And it was the same thing if you caught my memorial video on Drum's course. Same thing. It was either a push or a pull, and it missed way either left or right, despite having it push or pull the way it should have been. Anyways, one over through the 2 holes. Third and final hole, 18th hole, par 5, 545. Luckily, we have a little bit help of the wind, but wow, what are those things over there to the right? Those are like almost, I don't know, silo-looking things? Man, so much deep rough here. Nice bunker right in the middle. We'll probably find that. Shading looks awesome. This course is so cool. I can already tell this is one where it looks awesome, but as much as I want to love a course like Georgia Golf Club, this is probably one of those courses where I may not find myself playing it a ton just because this seems rather brutal in terms of how this thing plays. I mean, look how many bunkers. Like I said, Tobacco Road almost. Crazy. All right. Try to get something in the short stuff. Deep rough apparently has a magnet on this. Mashi put an extra magnet for me into the deep rough. Oh, man. Well, we found the short stuff. Super, super high toe. That sounded and felt horrendous. 144 ball speed. That is not good. 214 raw. Luckily, it rolled out to 242. That is horrendous. That thing was launched 5.2 to the right. That thing was just wide open face, way off the toe. I don't even know. Luckily, that came back. Man, that's bad. All right, only 306 left out of the rough. Let's hit 3 wood. Hopefully, we get lucky. It is a par 5, but it's going to come out left. We'll go there. Helping wind again. All right, that was struck a little more solid. Speed's just not there right now, but we'll take it. Decent recovery, I guess. What do we got left? 75, up 6, so playing 81. Have to land it short again from these links greens. So I'm thinking about a 70, 75 yard shot. Everything's sloping from back to front. A little bit on the long side wouldn't be terrible. The wind's going to push it that way. Whatever. We'll just go right at it. Going 56 degree. Need all the spin I can get here. Oh, 83. I almost fell over. I tried to give it some extra. Spin hard. Okay. I don't think that necessarily funneled towards the hole, but it did come back. Oh boy. 30 feet, playing 38. Hidden hope situation. It's somehow a birdie putt, but I'd be pretty happy with an inner circle par, I think. Look at all those grandstands. Shout out to Mashy too. I know I did breezy here, but he was the one who originally told me, which is a really good tip. For all my videos, if you guys have seen, I've been doing calm wind over the past few months just to get a little bit of movement in the trees and the bushes and the grass and everything. Mashy was the one that originally suggested that, which is a really good idea, and I've been sticking to it. All right, 38 feet on 10 stimps. All right, not the best. That one makes sense. That one I hit too hard and I pulled it 1.5. So that one makes sense how far away it was from the cup, but still kind of perplexed on that first one a little bit, and then there was one definitely last one I did. But in any event, from Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington, designed by one and only Mashy. Awesome, awesome job. We ended up 1 over through the 3 holes. So par on 1, bogey on 9, and we scraped out a par on 18. For how I was hitting it, honestly, that's not too bad. However, the stats are going to be pretty bad. So we'll take a look at the stats. 2 pars, 1 bogey. No drives because we hit 0 out of 2 fairways, only 1 out of 3 greens regulation. 21 feet of putting, 5 putts, 18 minutes on the gameplay. Not great. When you don't have any numbers populate for the stats, that means you hit it pretty bad. So 1 out of 3 greens regulation, 0 out of 2 fairways leads to a bunch of zeros up there. But we'll take it for a course like that, from playing 1 tee box up from the tips after playing a bunch of holes already and swinging it as bad as I am. I just have no idea where driver's going, and as you can tell, everything else across the bag kind of trickles over, and the confidence isn't quite there right now. Go figure. Yesterday I came out and I played super, super good, at least for the front nine. I shot 5 under on the front during my league event at the Win from the furthest back tees. Shot 5 under 30 on the front, and then I went 2 more birdies, so I was 7 under through 11, and then today has been the complete opposite. But it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Major shout out to Mashy. Awesome guy. I don't believe he does any commission builds. I think he got in with like a simulator place, so usually I try to plug any of the websites and whatnot like I do with C-Drum, but I don't think Mashy takes any commission builds. So I've been trying to work on a little bit of a designer tip jar for the designers. I'm still waiting to hear back from some people, but maybe if you enjoy this one or any of other Mashy's really awesome courses, maybe send them a little tip on Venmo or PayPal or whatnot if I can get that list together. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like always, shout out to the members. And like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys the next course.